Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of Rotation, an instrumental solo record by Marc Rizzo. Today we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of it, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with Marc is quite simple. I first heard his guitar work on the first El Nino album, Revolution. That one came out in September 2001, from what I remember. I've heard it like a month later, I think. I've loved it. Then Confession came out in 2003, and while Marc Rizzo wasn't in the band at the time, he still wrote the music for the album. I've enjoyed it. Then he joined Soulfly, and he's been playing with them for 18 years. I love that first record with him, Prophecy. He added so much variety and interesting ideas to Soulfly. I just loved his work there. He also joined the Cavalera Conspiracy project. Sadly, in 2021, Marc left both of these bands because Max Cavalera didn't pay him enough. For me, it's very weird how the Cavalera family treats other members of their bands, basically like hired guns. And it's shitty because they had such a strong lineup with Joe on the drums, Bobby on the bass and Marc on the guitar. That was the best Soulfly lineup, and it's basically gone. Still, Marc rejoined El Nino last year, started new bands, Revenge Beast and Hail the Horns, and he's also a part of the Bleed the Fifth project, where Tommy Vext and his friends basically play Divine Heresy songs live. So as you can see, Marc is a very talented and busy guy. He's doing lots of stuff at the moment, and his solo project I think is the most interesting from all of them. Rotation is the 4th or the 5th album. It's hard to tell because I don't know if the self-titled one counts or not, because 7 songs from that one got recorded for Colossal Myopia record from 2005. We've got Marc doing guitar and bass work on this record, same as writing all of the songs, Antonio on the drums, Derek playing guitar on one of the tracks, rest in peace, and Zeus doing all the production. So the production is tight, it's clean but heavy, no loudness or no clipping. I love how Zeus produces stuff. Messages music because this is an instrumental work, so there are no vocals and no lyrics. Structure of the tracks is advanced. It's kinda more basic, but I consider it advanced because there are lots of guitar solos on every track. It spices things up because the tracks have standard intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus parts, but there are lots of solos in between, and the last 2 songs are the most advanced from the structure point. Music is a mix of progressive metal with heavy metal, thrash metal, groove metal, death metal influences. You can hear them all over here. The album starts with Downside Up. Now this song, along with Spectral Intensities and Wicked Shattered, were featured on 2015 compilation, like it was called Singles or something. I think these are the same recordings but with a different production. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that. So, the first thing you're going to notice about this album is that Marc Rizzo is using an 8-string guitar here, and because of that the easier, groovier riffs here sound very genty, which is actually a good thing for me because I enjoy those sounds. The first thing you're going to notice is the guitar work. It's flawless on the entire record, I enjoy it. You can always recognize that it's Marc playing because his style is just iconic. He's using various guitar techniques on this record and his playing is very technical but also groovy at the same time. Lots of his guitar riffs remind me of Chuck Schuldiner stuff, you know, the Death Symbolic and the Sound of Perseverance era, and that is a good thing because every band and artist that follows that interesting melodies from those records I always love. I don't know what's about these kind of melodies, but they always touch my soul. I always feel them the most. And these ones are present on this track in the chorus. Wow, 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 wow. I love that stuff. I just live for these melodies. This is a great way to start the record. The chorus is my favorite part, 10 out of 10. The next song, Here Nor There, it's very similar to the previous one, Again, I love every guitar noise Marc does on this track. This song has no weak spot. Again, the chorus is my favorite part. Let me just mention that the drumming on this record is also great. I enjoy the groove, the leg work, it all fits the music really well. The bass is audible, its presence is noted, you can easily hear it. It mostly follows what the guitars are doing. So yeah, this track is 10 out of 10 as well. Signum is not on the same level as the previous two songs, yet it still has that cool grooviness to it. I love the chorus again the most, I don't know why, but yeah, this is just a great song. I like the previous ones more. 9 out of 10. Spectral Intensities. Now this is my second least favorite track on this record. I still enjoy it because of the atmosphere and the vibe the guitar solos provide. 8 out of 10. At Pila et Spatas, or however you pronounce it. Now this is one of the highlights on this record. I love these very mellow, more acoustic, flamenco type-ish tracks from Marc Rizzo. They always bring a lot of emotions, very melodic, very interesting. Every section here is beautiful and it's very memorable. I love this track, everything works in it. 10 out of 10. The title track Rotation actually reminds me of Downside Up a lot. My favorite part is before the chorus, you know, that tu-tu-tu-tu-tu, and then the chorus hits. Wow, 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 wow. Great stuff. I love this song with all of my heart. Another banger. Everything is great. 10 out of 10. Wicked Shattered is my second favorite song on this album because the chorus is so much deathish, you know, like the Sound of Perseverance era. These are the types of riffs and melodies that always stay in my head, and it's hard to let them go. 10 out of 10. Jungle Jam Slam is not on the same level as the previous three songs, but I still love it. It has an interesting atmosphere to it. For some reason the first part of the song reminds me of that Turok game, you know, not from 2008 but the original from 1997. It has that vibe. So yeah, again, fantastic song. The vibe, the atmosphere, the drumming, the guitar work, everything is great. 9 out of 10. And the final song, Trash Boogie. Now this is my least favorite track from the record. I don't know why. It's still fun to listen to. I guess I'm more into the melodies that you can find in progressive death metal and groove metal, and here there aren't a lot of them. It's mostly thrash metal. I still enjoy thrash metal, you know, like old school Sepultura, Creator or Creator, Testament, shit like that. It's great. So yeah, another stellar song, but for some reason I dig it the least. 8 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting. Replayability, yeah, it's an excellent record. I dig it from beginning to the end. It doesn't have any weak songs, not even good ones, just great or masterpieces. It's not my favorite Marc Rizzo album, that would be Colossal Myopia and Legionnaire, but it's still great. I highly recommend listening to it. If you enjoyed Marc's work in Il Nino or Soulfly or other bands he was a part of, you should immediately check his solo stuff out because it's just very one-of-a-kind experience. Celebrate the anniversary by spinning this record today. It deserves some love, it's very underrated. And I guess that's all from me. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description, and I will see you in my other videos. Bye!